Hello.
Hello.
What's going on? I'm already fucked up here. I don't even know if we're live for a start, so somebody tell us if we are.
I want to say yes. We are live.
Yeah, I can't get rid of this. I can't get rid of the side thing, so I can't see the chat at the moment. Here we go. I fixed it.
Love it. It's gonna work. You'll be fine.
Hey, we got it working. All right, welcome everyone to the first fuck up of the first Uncle Wayno's episode, Uncle Wayno's World. Changed my YouTube channel name, so it was a bit different. But yeah, not really many plans for tonight. We're just going to talk shit, I think. So, and probably no need to really introduce any of you guys because everyone knows who you are. So. Maybe we'll just get stuck straight into it. Maybe we'll just see how you guys have been going throughout the week. I don't know, Judda, do you want to start?
Yeah, good, mate. Big, busy week. Lots of shit going on here, so can't complain. Sales have been up. Sales have been really, really good. So that's no complaints there. Very busy. Had a lot of tradies coming through home, so just trying to juggle around all them, getting shit fixed. Finally, floors in. Painter's been here. He's got to come back. So, yeah, lots happening. Looking at new houses. Been looking at warehouses. All kinds of things this week. So it has been full on.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, that warehouse you showed us today looked pretty. Oh, I don't know if it was a house, wasn't it, with the underground bar?
Yeah, we've gone from looking at moving into a warehouse because I'm running out of space in the 2 sheds and 2 offices I have here. So in this past week, we've gone to retail store, we've gone to warehouse, we've gone to buy another house just to purely work out of, and we've gone to moving house with office space and a warehouse at the back. So God knows what's going to happen next week, but we've looked at everything. But yeah, somebody, one of the houses we looked at, potentially move into, had a beautiful underground bar out the back there and the biggest VB sign I've ever seen in my life. But apparently that's not staying with the house. So that house is a no-go now. Tell me off it.
I think it's a great idea too. Like we talked about it, chatting through messages the other day. A lot of resellers are paying up for storage units and stuff. If you can get a house or a shop front cheap enough, like why wouldn't you? Like you get more space for a start. If you get a shop front, you're going to get a few people walking through and stuff.
Yeah,
so it's worth looking at.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the whole storage unit thing, it's not something that I wanted to do personally. A lot of them sort of don't have the power or the ability to work out of it. So, I mean, for the extra few bucks, if I'm able to do it or if you're able to do it, I figured if there was that opportunity to go warehouse, then yeah, beauty. But then anyone that's sort of been following me for a bit would know that my post office got wiped out there a little while ago due to an explosion. Someone blew up a vape shop just down from it and wiped out nearly every shop in the whole stretch. So there's a couple of vacant ones there now. People have moved out and businesses have gone under. So I was actually looking into one of them too because it wasn't actually that much more than a storage unit initially. So we thought, well, you can be in there whenever you want. I mean, I don't need a business running a retail store, but you got that shop front there. If someone wanders in and buys something, you beauty. But yeah, I mean, once you had the additional costs come into play, just to have that storefront, kind of pushed me away from that idea. So could be a warehouse now, could be a warehouse, but it's been fun looking anyway.
Yeah, cool. And Cara, how have you been going? How's your week been on eBay?
Yeah, good. Sales are up. And yeah, I'm just listening a lot. I'm trying not to go out thrifting very much. I have a big death pile and I just want to get it listed. Even though it's pretty far away from tax time still, I don't want to have like a heap of stock at, that sort of end of tax time and stuff, just because I don't know, if it was silly to have like so much stuff sitting there and it going into like a new financial year. So hopefully I'll have it all listed by then.
Yeah, I'm in a pretty bad state when it comes to that sort of thing at the moment. I just have shit everywhere. I just got rid of 2,000 DVDs really cheap on Facebook.
Yeah.
Just to get rid of a corner in my lounge room so I can put a shelf in there. this week.
Yeah, I was
and,
watching
actually
one of your videos the other day about you not listing your clothes from last year or something like that.
It's ridiculous. I listed like, maybe, I think I said like 30 or something. I think it's like about 80. I listed about 80 items of clothing. I just have tubs and tubs and tubs full of fucking clothes.
Stop buying.
There's like friggin' 90s Seacom jumpers in there. There's all sorts of stuff in there, like really shit, and I just haven't listed any of it.
List it or sell it. Like do some like reseller boxes or something to your mates.
Redistribute.
I think I've only got 7 or 8 pairs, but I think I'd probably ditch the jeans to one of you guys or something. But maybe the shoes as well, because I only got about 10 pairs. But yeah, it's pretty. I'm pretty. Although I haven't been in my videos, but I am when I sort of go out and I'm not filming. I'm pretty fussy with what clothing I pick up now. Yeah, I don't pick a lot up really because I just got too much.
It sounds like you don't enjoy listing it.
Nah, I fucking hate it. I actually don't mind listing the t-shirts, but they're just not worth fuck all, most of them. So but they're pretty quick and easy to do. But yeah, I'm just not really a huge fan of clothing. I mean, I wear the same t-shirts for 10 years.
Nothing wrong with that.
The fashionable person going around. So, my shorts are from Big W. But my shorts are actually from the op shop, but they're Big W shorts.
Yeah.
I don't like to wear anything that's expensive because it just gets bloody food and shit falling all over all the time. So,
yeah. What else did you say in your video the other day? You were like, I'm going to take a shower in a couple of days or something.
Yeah. I'm not a huge fan of showering. You don't actually. I shouldn't say this, but I am very open on my channel. I broke my record a few weeks ago. Judda knows this. I broke my record for not showering, and it was 18 days.
Oh my god, dude!
Wow.
I love the honesty. I admire the honesty.
I thought I better have a shower. I haven't washed my hair for 25 years.
Oh my god! I want to get in there with the conditioner and just like.
No, my hair's probably friggin' cleaner than everyone else. You only need shampoo and conditioner because you use shampoo and conditioner. So yeah, it's true. My hair is very nice and soft, and I scrub my head with my hands. And that's about it.
Good.
I actually wash my beard, but I don't wash my hair, which is kind of weird.
Hey, works for you, and you just do it.
It's where the food goes.
So yeah, I have made a fair effort to shower more regularly lately. A couple of friends have sort of really pushed it on me. So it's actually a habit I got into. I never used to be able to get. I'd wake up, first thing I did was have a shower. And then when I got real sick, like with my sleeping and shit, and I was just sleeping all day and stuff, I just stopped showering. Like I didn't have the fucking energy to shower.
That's understandable.
So it's just like I kind of got into a habit of it, and now it's kind of the opposite. I'm too busy. Like, so I just get up and I start doing my orders and shit. Like it's like I probably should have a shower soon, and I think that about 10 times a day, and it just doesn't happen.
Showers are my downtime.
I love a good
stay in the
shower.
shower as long as I can get away with it.
Yeah, I'm a double a day.
Oh no way!
If I can sneak a double in, one in the morning, one in the night, I'm pretty happy. I don't mind a cheeky shower.
What are you doing in them showers?
Wow, never you mind. We're still before 9 o'clock, so I won't say until the later hours.
And Jazz, how you guys been going? The van's coming along. Didn't cut any wrong holes this week.
We did not cut any wrong holes, but Brad did not cut any wrong holes because he did them both. So I'm in the clear. He did amazing. And we're all kind of in the same boat with eBay. Sales are up. We're definitely sourcing way too much. But I think we have in our minds that this is kind of our last year to like really enjoy sourcing. So we've gone the opposite way than we should. And we're just like buying everything. all good though because it's selling.
Well, it's kind of good, like, because you can stock up for when you go as well, I guess.
Yeah, it's a strategy.
Yeah. I could probably try and use that as a strategy somehow as well. My stuff's not going to go down in value. I'm just saving money, really, by buying all this shit and not listing it.
I don't know about that. You got to list it.
My sales have been really up and down. It's so weird. Like, the start of the week was nuts. I had like 18 orders on Monday, and it's just never that much. Tuesday and Wednesday were pretty similar, and then like Thursday, I think when I went to Melbourne, and Thursday, donuts. Friday was average. Saturday, like I had like 2 yesterday, and today's been nuts. I've had like 18 today, so it's just like really up and down all week. So I don't know what's going on.
No rhyme or
I've
reason.
completely ignored the chat, so this is pretty new to me. So everyone will just have to. I'll go through, say hello to a few people. Hey, it works. Aussie Tip Rat, Megan. I'll skip the people who are actually on the show. Nelly, how you going? Daniel's son. Bob is from my area. Bob is the Choosing Box over on Instagram.
We love the Choosing Box.
Yeah, I've caught up with her. Not really caught up with, bumped into her a few times in the Oppies, and we always have a chat. Rack Raiders, bow down to the DVD god. Massive shout out to Mr. Rack Raider. It is his birthday today. So
happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Shane.
Go the Cats.
Sorry.
Go the Cats. Shano, he's a big Cats fan.
Nikki's here. Nikki. My mate Nikki, you would have seen her on my channel a few times.
Mm-hmm.
What a birthday present, first Uncle Wayno live. The octopus is in the house. Evening, I'm just sitting here sipping on a man shake. I'm sophisticated. I'm surprised. I didn't think you humans would taste like chocolate. Well, I can pretty much guarantee I don't taste like chocolate. Maybe gravy. I'm pretty sure I've cut myself a few times, and I think gravy actually came out instead of blood. So
I love gravy.
Yeah, gravy is good.
Chrissy Furlong's in the house.
Oh, I'm so glad you finally got to meet.
Yeah, that was awesome. We had a really good time. Yes, I did. It's very hot today. It's very hot when I got home, lying on the couch. Look at Judda all dressed up. Got his VB shirt on.
Sunday best shirt. This goes to everywhere. Birthday parties, funerals, weddings, court, all of the main places where you wear shirts.
Jeez, you go all right rocking up the court in that, wouldn't you? Josh, seen this advertised on the Facebook group Sabo. Nice. Maybe I should keep doing that. Bag's not helping Brad move the amount of stock he would have. I don't understand.
Yeah. It's going to be a big move for each other.
The Moose, Rodney. Cara's octopus camouflage is on point.
I think this is a cheetah print.
Cheetah puss?
Thrifting odd style beard. He loves my beard. That beard is probably starched. I almost cut it off tonight. Almost.
Ooh,
and I didn't do it for you, the octopus. Not sharing. This is true. I've actually told people this before. It's part of my strategy at garage sales because I walk in and everyone just disperses. Look at whatever I want.
I'll admit that I do not wash this shirt, and I can tell it has the same effect.
Rocking the old Uriah Heep. Do you listen to Uriah Heep, or you just like the shirt?
I have the one album, and I have listened to it so much, but I don't know any other albums, just the Wizards and Demons.
Yeah, sweet. They're pretty cool. I don't really know them very well, but yeah, they're pretty cool. Pretty cool band. Gold Coast Pickers in the house. Whose hair is the longest out of you four? Judda for sure.
Yeah,
Maybe
definitely.
Jazz?
Oh, Jazz is long. Look at that.
Judda's
hair.
Last year.
nearly
I think
down to
it's
his
Judda.
ass, I think.
Yeah. Look, I haven't washed my hair in a bit either, so the old hair tie is probably stuck in there.
Mine's just shoulder length.
Oh, no. I don't think Judda's got you there.
I'm out.
Yeah, she's getting on.
That's mermaid
Nice
stuff,
You were
Judda.
gonna
That's
cut it.
over the nipple.
Yeah, I keep saying I'm going to cut it, but I just don't have the balls to do it, I don't think, because I've got a fair old buff head on me, and this seems to cover that. So, I don't know. We'll roll with it a bit longer. Plus, the hairline, even though the hair is long, it's been 4 years since it's been cut.
Wow.
The hairline is really
Annoying.
starting to become receding up through this way, so I'm a bit worried if the hair goes, it's not coming back. So, yeah, I don't know, but it's getting long. I can cover me, cover the old man boobs with it now, so yeah, getting there.
Fashion.
All right, I'll try and get through this a bit quicker because I'm bloody really slow at this. Trent, Pete is in the house. The King of Trogan has taken over home video.
Right.
If you haven't seen this channel, go and have a look. They're just a new channel and they're doing a TV. It's like a TV show set in the guy's home video store in his house. It's really funny. I love it. They're really cool. Judda, have you noticed people are paying properties in South Australia?
Yeah,
It
it's
is water.
fucked. People are paying stupid money on shit properties.
It's definitely not my hair as the longest. Yeah, no, you're going bald, Brad.
Never mind, Brad.
Looks like for hitting the VB tins.
Yeah, I've heard I do resemble Mr. Hemsworth, especially around the waist region. So, similar sort of abs on the go.
Yeah, I was going to say I get that with my rig, but not really my face. Daniel Rich. No, it's definitely Daniel Rich.
I've been getting Otis lately from Robbie. For anyone that follows the WWE, it's not a good one.
Daniel and Toby in the house. Now, we didn't really plan much for tonight, but I thought we talked about it earlier. I thought we would just talk about connecting with other resellers and how good it can be for not only your business, but personally. Like we've all connected. A year ago, if you told me I was going to be sitting here doing this, I would have fucking smacked you in the face. Like, it's just not something I would have ever thought I'd be doing. But yeah, I've made some awesome friends out of it, like you guys, especially, and a few of the other YouTubers and Instagrammers. There's just so many. And I've actually made money out of like a lot of people, like, and me and Judda and Pete and James, we have a little group chat because we all live within 3 hours of each other, so we see each other's areas on Marketplace. So if we see something in each other's area, we just flick a quick message across, and we've all got deals out of it already. Like this only just started a few weeks ago, eh? So yeah, like it's, and then me and Pete have got each other a few deals, like some killer deals, like a couple of grand's worth sort of games and shit. So I don't know, I just thought I'd talk about it. I don't know how, I'm interested in finding out how you two know each other, Cara and Jazz, because I have no idea. Did you meet through reselling?
Yeah.
We have Brad to thank, actually. I didn't know Cara.
Sorry, my house is just a fucking mess right now. Everyone's running around and being loud, and I'm like, shut up.
I've accidentally trapped Pepper in here with me, and she's also climbing a stack of games, so chaos everywhere. How did we meet, Cara?
So I guess like we've been on Instagram for like quite a while now, like four years maybe, I don't know.
Sure.
Yeah, around that time. But like I guess we were sort of, when like the reselling community started getting a little bit like more people in it, and actually I didn't speak to Jazz first. I spoke to Brad for like weeks or maybe even months like beforehand. And I think one day Brad said to Jazz, I'm going to meet up with this woman on the internet.
Could have thought about how he phrased it, but yeah. I'm not much of a chatter. Now that I know some people, I'm happy to come on a little live stream, but not naturally reaching out to strangers on the internet. But Brad is passionate about reselling, and he will talk about reselling all damn day if you let him. And yeah, out of the blue, he said, I've been talking to this lady online for quite a while, and I'm going to go meet her. And I was like, wow, lad. And then he actually clarified, and we went and picked Cara up from her house, and we thought we'll just like hit a couple of op shops and get to know each other. And I think we actually went op shopping from 9 when they opened till 5 when they closed, and we were like, did we just become best friends? And I was
legit. It was legit like that. And then I think like the next year, like we spent so much time, like you guys see like us with like each other, but we're with each other a lot, and probably like maybe too much. But in the first year that like we were together all the time, and they would come to my house, and because they were so like full on with reselling that they had to get their listings up every day, they would come and list at my house.
Cara. Yeah, we did.
They would do listing dates. They would just come over to the house and do their listings, and then we would just chill after that.
That's awesome. And so how long, this was 4 years ago?
Maybe we haven't known each other for 4 years, but I've been on Instagram for a while. Maybe we've known each other for like 3 years. Do you reckon? 3 years?
It's been at least 2 birthdays.
Yeah. I reckon it's been like 3 Christmases.
Maybe.
Anyway, I reckon about 3.
That's awesome. Like, and I think I talked about this briefly on Wide World last year at some point. Me and Judda, like, I just reached out after one of his videos. I thought I could help him with some buying cards in America. I just reached out and said, oh, you know, if you do it this way, you can save a bit of money and shit, you know. And I think I said something like, oh, sorry for bothering you or whatever, because I figured you probably got heaps of messages and shit. And you're like, and you said to me, no, at least you were nice about it. It was about 5 pricks that had a go at me over it. But yeah, we got to chatting, and I told him that I was thinking about starting a channel, but I was pretty iffy about it. And he was just like, just fucking do it. Like, you know. Yeah, just do it, see how it goes. So it was only like a few days later, I was like, yeah, fuck it, I'll just do it. And it's sort of how I got started. So and then we become pretty good mates.
Yeah, you seem like you guys talk every day.
Oh, we do, definitely. Yeah. Along with Brad. This is the first time I've actually spoken to Jazz in person. Mm-hmm. We were talking just before the show started. It feels like I just know her really well already, and like it's obviously because of videos, but also just because I'm become so tight with Brad. So yeah, it's been pretty good. Just sort of getting to know everyone. Like I wasn't even on Instagram. Like I had no interest in social. I had Facebook, but I only got Facebook like 3 years ago or something, and I only got it to use Marketplace. But then I started sort of using Facebook like how everyone else does eventually. At first I started with a fake Facebook account because I was like, I don't want to go on that shit, and I just started with a fake one. But then heaps of people wouldn't sell to me like on Marketplace because they just thought I was dodgy or something. So I just made a real account eventually and had no interest in social media. And then I actually started YouTube before Instagram, I think.
Yeah, I think you must have, because I remember.
Yeah.
I don't know how. I think someone must have introduced me to like maybe your Instagram first, and then I watched your channel. I can't remember, but yeah, definitely. Like we don't know each other like that well, but I feel like we kind of know each other by proxy because of like I talk to these guys and they talk to you.
Yeah. And we've had the occasional conversation. We've had a private stream once with Judda when we were just doing listings one day and stuff. So yeah, it's kind of like everyone that's doing videos, like video content, whether it's YouTube or Instagram. You sort of feel like you know them after a while anyway. So
yeah. Well, I was just trying to remember like how we got introduced to Judda, and I actually remember it must have been Brad who said, "Oh, this guy like watches videos," and like when you first started, and I thought you were pretty funny, and I was like, "Jazz, you've got to watch Judda. Like he's really funny." I remember you watched him, and you were like, "He's a bit of a dickhead."
But no. I remember now we put Judda on your TV, Cara.
Yeah.
And played a YouTube video. And I can't remember what you said, Brad, but I was like, nah. I think we watched one more and you were stuck in a car park and there was a guy who was tapping on your window and he wanted you to reverse and you were telling him to get stuffed. And I was like, oh, yeah, no, he's pretty cool. I like him.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, look, I haven't changed. Most people that find me still think I'm a fucking dickhead, so not much has changed there.
I came around very quickly.
Came around.
You always got to pass the test.
Yeah, before I started a channel, literally every channel, when I watched a video for the first time, it's like, who are they Muppets? Like, it's like this instant sort of, who's this dickhead? Like, and then I'd like watch them a little bit, and I'm like, oh, they're okay. But yeah, now that I've started a channel, like I go in really optimistic when I first watch someone's videos or whatever. But I didn't even know, like a year ago. It's February, longer than a year and a half ago. I had no idea people were even making reselling videos. Like I used to use YouTube occasionally. I'd just watch the stuff that I liked or whatever. And then one day, Hairy Tornado he just came up in my recommended, probably because Google listens to everything you're talking about and shit. So, he just came up in my recommended. And I clicked on it. And I'm like, what the fuck is this guy doing? Like, and so occasionally I would just watch a video if it came up in my feed or whatever. And then I started watching Thrift Mine, another American one, because they started coming up. And then Brad and Jazz came up. And I'm like, fucking Aussie people do this.
Yeah.
I'm like, Aussies do this. This is weird as. Like, and then so I just started watching their channel. I never even used like YouTube to search or anything. I just always went and just whatever came up, I'd just watch. And then Judda started coming up, and I'm like, there's fucking more Aussies doing this shit. Like,
who the fuck is it?
And then I went out and I actually found a few others. Like, I think I joined a eBay group and I saw Mel's videos because she was promoting them in there, and I did the exact same thing. Who's this Muppet? And then it turns out she's all right.
It's a whole new world once you start finding more and more people. And there's always the funny thing on the internet of like getting to know a person, because when you're on camera, you know that you're being watched. So you're like, okay, well, who are they really? But it turns out everyone's pretty genuine after you've made, so many videos. Yeah. You can't pretend to be someone you're not. Otherwise, everyone will completely see through it. So it's been really cool to actually like get to know some people. And you're so far away, except for Cara.
Yeah, and you can't, you're right. You can't really fake it for that long. Everyone's pretty much how they are on camera for the most part. Yeah, I met with Chris the other day. He's just as nice as he is on camera. So
he seems like a nice guy.
Yeah, he's a good guy. Yeah. So we had a blast. We were in the op shop for nearly 2 hours, or savers, and they were chatting in the bloody car park for an hour and a half afterwards. Both got burnt.
It's always the way.
Yeah. The Aussie reselling community has been like growing so much recently. I don't know if you guys have noticed. Like when I say that, I mean like sort of Instagram as well, because I feel like that is like our main hub of like where people chat to each other and like learn about each other. Of course, there's YouTube, but there's not as many YouTubers out there rather than like Instagram accounts. And probably when I first started doing Instagram, there was like a handful of people doing it, and I stumbled upon it like just by accident. Sort of the same with you, Wayno. And I was like, really? Like I was reselling, but I didn't really know that others were doing it. And I don't think that I would be full-time where I am without knowing people on Instagram and like being pushed to know that I can actually make an income off of eBay.
Same, 100%.
Yeah, well, talking about clothes before, I wouldn't be buying clothes at all if it wasn't for like all you guys, pretty much. Like,
you don't want to buy clothes.
And that actually, as a bunch of assholes,
they're costing you money, dude.
Full of regret.
I got thousands of dollars worth of clothing in my house, and it's useless. There's a ton of stuff. Like, you learn off everyone. There's definitely so many, like, there's not a ton of Aussie YouTubers, but there's heaps on Instagram that always posting on stories. Like, Cara, you're one of them. You've got YouTube, but you don't put videos up anymore.
I've been thinking about it. I've been seeing, like, so Michaela, who's the Eco Thrifters, recently started doing YouTube, and Bianca posted a new YouTube video the other day. And just, like, I guess seeing someone in, like, your same demographic, like, they're women and about the same age as me, I'm like, damn, I want to do that again. But I just, I need to make time for it. Like, I mean, I could do it, but then I could also sit on the couch and drink Golden Patch and eat fruit chops. So,
I mean,
I don't know if that made any sense, but...
No, it definitely did. There's a bit of time that goes into making a video, so it can get a bit... the editing can get a bit tedious. I actually really like the editing, but at the same time, it fucking shits me because it takes so long.
Yeah.
But and I'm trying to get better at it. So Lyndon asked, is wondering if the YouTube and Instagram worth it. Definitely Instagram, 100%. YouTube, it's
you don't have to like post anything. You could just chat to other resellers. Like, you don't have to like.
Yeah. And even
I'd
just
say
seeing
what your intent is. Like with if you want that social side, you want to be part of the community. You want to make friends and learn and stuff. Yeah, 100%. But I don't know. If you're talking sales wise, I see a lot of people with niche stores like Bianca that sell mostly on Instagram, so you can use it as a selling platform. There's many positives to it, but there's also negatives. You can find yourself on there too much and not doing any work. So if it becomes kind of a negative and you're not getting anything out of it, then, well, maybe it's not worth it. But I think personally it is. I enjoy the community aspect. I like just getting on there and talking to like-minded people, because people in my own personal community could not give a flying rat's ass what I do for work. So that's good. I can get something that's, I think is interesting, and I show you guys and you're like, good job. I show my family. Like,
we just want to cheer squad, okay? Like, that's all we want. Because if I was like, guys, I got this like Camilla blouse on my own Facebook, they'd be like, what the fuck? We don't care.
I had one of my best mates said to me one day, "Oh, I'm really sorry, I haven't been watching your videos. I've got to catch up on them." I said, "You don't have to watch them. Like, I don't care. If it's if you're not into reselling, it's probably just gonna be boring as batshit to you. Like, you don't want to listen to me babble on for 15 minutes when you're just catching up with me normally every now and then anyway. So yeah, it's but yeah, I don't know. I just love I love what I've found basically in the community. Like, Instagram is amazing, like, because Facebook's horrible. It's just a bunch of negative Nancy's. But Instagram, you're only following people you want to follow, and only it's so much better. So I'll go through a few more of these. Adam is an American in Australia. Hey peeps, I made it. Josh, I found it pretty good getting to know the Australian reseller community through Facebook and YouTube. I was just bagging out Facebook 3 seconds ago.
Facebook's a tricky one.
He probably means maybe the group, the eBay group.
What's the being there? I probably should look at the comments before I actually click on them, Don't worry, I will get better at this. So it's my first time. I'm popping my cherry. So yeah.
So glad we're here for it.
Yes. So I don't really know where to go now.
On a
Josh
point
is back
with
up.
YouTube
Josh
is
is
worth
back up
it.
with his recent comment. He said he's found that Facebook is full of entitled dicks.
Oh, there's
There's
more
just a lot
comments.
of opinions,
I
and
tried to scroll
people who
down
don't
and it didn't
understand.
There's heaps more comments. Sounds like reseller Tinder.
That would be a good thing, a reseller Tinder.
Tried
That's what
making friends
Instagram
on
is.
Grindr today. I've been meeting
This
up
is
with an
true.
old chap called Barry next week.
Okay,
Yeah.
Jamie, will you send us your location so that we
Yeah,
can...
Barry sounds sus as fuck.
Oh, you had one during the week, Cara. I saw on your Instagram.
Slippery silk.
The silk
Oh
guy.
yeah. So going off of like our fetish video, Judda did a fetish video and I did a video. But mine was like the shoe person, which I've spoken to. Well, not. I think I spoke like to one shoe person, and then I've just known ever since like the kind of messages that shoe people or foot people will send you. So I just don't reply to them, and I think that that's just like a good habit to get into because if you interact with them, that's what they want. And so yeah, this person, I'm pretty sure they're a male. Get around on eBay, and they must message a lot of people, probably mostly women because usually it's like silk items, so they're looking at dresses and tops and blah blah blah. And they'll message you and like describe. Like some of them are pretty graphic. Like I've seen, and it's the same guy. I don't know if there's like another guy, but there's definitely one who messages like hundreds of people about like silk items and like describes what he's going to do with it, what he wants to do with it. And sometimes I think he refers to himself as a cross-dresser and that he's old, like he's 60, and that he has this like Japanese silk parachute and that he like rolls in it and shit. And like,
That's
I don't
cool,
know,
man.
probably
Buy
you can
something.
tell what he's doing in that parachute.
Would you like to make a purchase? I will send you some real legit silk. You can do whatever you want with it.
I just don't want to be involved, but that's the kink aspect for them. That's why they're on eBay, is because he wants you to reply. But the thing is, the way that he messaged me initially was like this really long message. Like, obviously, I'm not going to reply to that. Like, if you just sent me a message like, is this 100% silk? Like, what's the feeling of the silk? Maybe I would have replied to him, but he just like straight up goes weird straight away. And I'm like, nah, bro.
Yeah, I saw on. I was watching SAS Australia the other night, and there's a female boxer on there, and she said she sells all her dirty socks for like $1,000 a pair. Like on Instagram, she said she gets guys hit her up all the time because her socks have like they're just full of sweat and blood. Like, and these fucking weirdos just love it.
Getting people to actually pay.
That
She's
is
like,
the
I don't
true
care what they
hustle.
do with them.
Yeah. Most
Sends
people
them-
do just want to tell you about it, and it's like, okay,
Yeah.
it's
if you want to
available.
like buy the thing and go away, then do that. I don't care. I think I've had like multiple men buy like bras off me and stuff, but they don't tell me about it. They're not like messaging me in my inbox. They just buy them and do whatever they want. I don't care.
Some of them could be just a couple, and they've just got one account. And
yeah, it's true. But I've had a lot of dudes buy bras for me. So
yeah,
Cara, she knows now. She's like, that was a regular sale. That was not a regular sale. It's all good as long as you don't send me 50 messages.
How do you
How
girls
do girls
go?
go thrifting together in the car?
yeah,
I mean,
we go
thrifting.
inside the car.
When we find the same stuff you both want, rock paper scissors.
No, we don't. I guess like the misconception there is that we both sell like women's clothes, but Jazz does sell mostly like men's clothes, like you and Brad do.
Well, in the women's clothing, we sell more like, what's the word, like utility stuff, like the sports, the Gore-Tex.
Yeah.
And Cara and I do cross over a bit, and everything I know I learned from Cara. but we're in different sections, so it's just finders keepers. We're never gonna
why would I go out with someone knowing that I'm going to fight with them about something? Like, I would never do that. So if you feel like territorial over thrifting, I don't suggest going thrifting with someone, because it's just not going to end well.
Well, it was interesting. Sorry, go.
At the end of the day, I guess we just enjoy the experience and enjoy each other's company more than like, oh, I could have made another $40. Like,
yeah, damn. Like, I celebrate Jazz like picking up women's clothes, like when she finds them. Like, she found I'm not sure if you guys know, but there's a designer named Carla's and Patty, and Jazz found her first Carla's and Patty the other day. I did call her a bitch, but then I was like, yes.
That's what I'm celebrating, though. That's how I know I found something good, is when Cara turns around and goes, oh, bitch. And I'm like,
yeah, well, I went out with Chris the other day, and we pretty much buy the same stuff. Like, I do mostly sell media, but I don't look at a lot of DVDs in the op shops because they're just garbage usually. I do pick some. I usually do scan across and pick some up, but that's why I look at clothing and other stuff as well. Like, and I said to him when we walked in, like, we were walking around together, and I'm like, we buy all the same stuff. We probably should go start at opposite ends or whatever. And he said to me, yeah, no, you can actually learn from each other as well, though. So, and it's more fun.
Yeah.
So, and we're both sort of respectful of each other. Like, those shitty, well, not shitty, but those Cabbage Patch dolls that were in my video today that I picked up, and I said I regretted picking them up. You know, at the time we were both looking at them, and I just said to him, "You take them." Like, I don't want them. You take them. And he was like, no, you take it. He's doing his $40 ASP thing, so he was sort of just wanted to leave them. So I ended up taking them. So yeah, it's pretty. Me and Pete go a fair bit. We've been a couple of times. Pete cracked the shits at me because I found a sealed big box PC game, and video games are his specialty. He even said to me in the car, I'm like, you can take it, man, if you want. Like, I don't care. And he said to me, no, man, it's all cool. He's like, I am fucking pissed off, though. So that's the best thing about Pete. You get what you see is what you get. Yeah. But yeah, same thing with him. Like, you're just respectful of each other. You're mates. So
we love the competition, but at the end of the day, like, the success that we wish for each other is on another level to, like, who found the better item that day, or like who opened the better bale. If we kept score or made sure at the end of the day that everyone got equals, like, you just go crazy.
Yeah. And like, when you say, you know, like, we want success, like, for each other, and I want success for everyone in the community, and obviously for my especially for my really good friends. And I think with us doing the same thing, we all have this like drive, and we talk to each other all the time, and it is on this other level. Like, we are always in each other's ears and talking to each other and like wishing each other like success, but also like helping each other and going to like that next level, and just always being there to like provide information or anything like that. And that is giving more than finding something at the op shop that's maybe going to make us some money. Like you guys are providing me much more than that. So
yeah, and there's plenty of stuff to go around, and every day's a new day, and there's always going to be new stuff on the racks.
So much shit.
Yes, there's so much stuff. Like, we've like recently as well, like the few experiences that we've had, like with the bales, and have you done anything like that before, Judda? Like, done bales or anything like that, like unsorted stuff, or is it mostly just like wholesale?
Nah, just wholesale. The only thing I've done kind of semi-close to that was like abandoned storage units that had boxes full of random shit, like clothes and
drugs.
We don't we don't have like that option with the bales here at all.
It's just, there's so much stuff. Like, lately, because of like a contact that Toby originally had and then passed on to Brad and Jazz, and then I sort of went along to help. that's like was really eye-opening to see like a recycle warehouse doing their thing. Like we don't really get to see that. Yeah, we might see behind an op shop every now and again, but that was on a whole nother level. And it was kind of scary how much stuff that place had.
Yeah.
And obviously most of it probably was crap. And you could see that from the 150 kilos of clothes. And I literally picked like 2 things out of it. It was insane.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a few places around. I mean, there's just op shops and stuff around here not even taking anything. They won't take donations because, I mean, I haven't been to sale for ages because, you know, the second last time I went there, the lady was talking in the shop about how they can't take any more donations without way too much stuff and that. I went there a couple of weeks later and everything in there was the same because they're not bringing in any new stock. So, yeah, I haven't been up there for a while because of that. So, and there's only a couple decent ones up there. So, yeah, there is a few around. I see notices on the windows every now and then, you know, or it's we're only accepting donations Saturday morning, like, or something like that.
Yeah.
So it really limits the amount that people can bring in. So can't go to a shop without seeing 10 other people doing the same thing. Most people that go into op shops are there to resell, 100%.
I don't know. In Adelaide, like I know that some states seem to have more resellers, but I don't know. Adelaide definitely has some, but like I don't know. When I go out, I feel like most people are shopping like in my area for themselves.
I think in Savers that's the case down here. Like I see a lot of people shopping for themselves in Savers.
Yeah.
But mostly oppies, there's people with their phones out everywhere.
All those people have different knowledge and are after different things and will pay different price points. Like we definitely miss out on some things sometimes because other resellers have gone through, but then there's just something else. There's another rack coming out. There's something that they don't care about. There's something that they didn't know about. You know?
Yeah, definitely.
So much different.
Keep hunting.
I went to Geelong last week and I had 3 people actually come up to me saying they watched my YouTube channel and stuff, and I got chatting with them and all that sort of thing. And, you know, they'd been through the whole op shop. All 3 of them had already been through. So they were on the way out. I was on the way in. So I'm thinking, you know, there's going to be nothing left. They've got stuff tucked under their arms and whatnot. And I still came out with things because, everyone's just got different knowledge, different niches. Different things move better for different people. Like I hear people speak of brands that they do really well on, but I can't move them, so I don't touch them. Like, you know, everyone just seems to have different things. It's like a lot of people say to me, they don't really get a lot of jeans and stuff. They can't move them, but you know, because I have so many, that's why they're moving for me. Whereas some people only have 1 or 2 pairs, they can tend to get lost. That's how eBay's algorithms work. Because they're not moving so much there and they don't have that many in their store, it tends to push away. So that turns people off that shit and they stop buying it. So they leave it there for you, you know. Or they may not have the knowledge around certain just random unique things, like stuff that Cara picks up. I'd have no fucking idea. Like some of the brands she talks about, I've got no idea. So if I was fishing through that area, even if she's told me about them, I would have forgotten. You know, there's just so many different things out there and so many different things coming in. Like I swear, if you sat in the one op shop all day long from open to close and rated every single rack that comes through the door, you'd see so many different things. And some of it may even sit on a normal rack for ages and it could be worth money, you know. It's just that much different stuff. There's something for everyone.
Yeah, 100%.
What
are some good Aussie YouTube channels? Well, all these guys, the links for all these guys is in the description. The one you're watching is probably the best around.
Literally put Aussie reseller into YouTube and like we're all there.
Yeah, that'll be the way to go. There's probably about like 15 or 20 or something at the moment, like now.
And new ones popping up.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, really depends on your taste too, like what you're selling or what you're actually watching the content for.
Yeah,
like
I find that a lot of my videos probably wouldn't interest like certain people because I'm doing, you know, a lot of clothes, women's stuff, so it might not be very interesting to certain people.
If you don't like swearing or heavy drinking, don't come to mine.
So we have people tell us when we do op shopping videos, they're like, oh, thank you for making something relatable, just do this. But then when we do something that's really left of field and an experiment, there's way more commenters and people engaging and more interested. So it's like, you just got to seek out like what you're into, I guess.
Yeah, that's it.
Even on my channel, you're not going to be into everything.
I find a lot of, like Cara, you just mentioned that some people wouldn't be interested if they're not into women's clothing, but I really like your stuff, and I like there's other Instagrammers that I like selling women's clothing, but it's like the way you go about it and how you run your business that really that's why I watch it pretty much, like to learn from you guys. Like I've learned from everyone, heaps of people on Instagram, and so there's more reasons to watch than just the stuff that you're selling, pretty much. Like,
I suppose there's like a personality as well behind that seller.
Yeah, as well, 100%. Gold Coast Picker was in the comments before. He's growing pretty bloody quickly. He's popped out. He's getting close to me in terms of how many videos he's got up, and he's only been going for 2 months. So he's going pretty well. Every time I got me into reselling, the same way. I think like a lot of people are getting into reselling through Hairy Tornado. He's getting pushed through the algorithm to a lot of people. He is a real octopus. I've seen him in the flesh. Yep, 100%. I actually like finding them. I just like, yeah, it's weird. Like I'm like, oh, that t-shirt is awesome. Like, you know, I actually bought some on Facebook Marketplace the other day, and I think I'm going to keep one. Maybe I should do a show and tell. I haven't even opened it yet.
Oh.
You might have been scammed.
There's a big pile of shit in there.
Might be a big silky dress. Hope you found the right parcel.
Is this it? Yeah. Balance that on top of shits. I got this Tism shirt. Tism.
The heck is Tism?
I don't know what Tism.
Tism are an Aussie band. You know that song, He'll Never Be an Old Man River? I'm on the drug, I'm on the drug, I'm on the drug, killed River Phoenix. You don't know that song? Fucking hell, you guys are too young.
Can you do it again?
Do you know the song, What Are Ya, Yob or a Wanker? What are ya, Yob or a Wanker? Oh, my God. Tism, they're like one of the greatest Aussie bands of all time. Their shit is hard to find, and this is this for about $15.
Is it worth it more?
Yeah.
There's one listed for 400, but that's a bit stupid. I think it's probably worth about 150.
No.
But I don't collect. I don't, like I was talking before, I'm the least fashionable person. I couldn't give a fuck about clothes for myself. But I'm actually thinking about keeping this because I love it so much. I probably will keep it, to be honest. There's actually another Tism one in there, but I'll sell that one.
We're going to find some Tism now.
Yeah, we will.
Oh, yeah, if you find any Tism, if you see any Tism DVDs or CDs, just grab them because they will sell. This one's just a 2000. Tism stands for This Is Serious Mum, and they're the least serious band on the planet. So,
the chat knows.
Yeah, they know.
Just us.
I'm just going to skip a whole heap of comments, so apologies to the people that have been commenting. I got you, Wayno. Tism are epic. Yeah, Toby's I think Toby's like a year or two younger than me, so we're about the same age. Tism, late 90s underground. Yeah.
I'm surprised that
Riley.
they weren't in Eurovision, were they?
No.
If it was
They always wore masks and shit, so like no one knows who that. Well, they do now, but back in the day, no one really knew who they were. So
like Octo.
Make sure you ask for Tism, not
Jism.
40 in a few years. How old are you, Toby? I thought you were like, you know, you look. I know you've lost a few kilos, but you look about 56, 57.
gosh, dude.
Love it.
Days.
I love how you just said that without any like.
No, I knew I saw something the other day about him turning 40. So, Tism Toof Toof.
Doof doof.
Yeah, I love.
It's Doof Doof. Aussie Doof Doof.
Break the stop sign. Fucking, you guys are a bunch of babies. You're way too young. How old are you? Well, I can't ask you how old. That's a bit rude, isn't it?
I'm 31.
30.
31. Yeah, you're too young. Probably. I'm a well.
Oh, really? I'm
26.
32. I know.
6, and I know who they are.
Yeah.
You're just cooler than us, Judda.
Yeah. You guys
I am pretty cool.
definitely cooler.
Hey, I'm not going to sit here and say I like Tism. I think they're fucking garbage. But anyway.
You're in the music scene a little bit, Judda, so you probably should know him, I reckon. Megan, there you go. Love Tism. Well, it turns out everyone knows them except for you two.
Yeah, it's been the topic of the night.
Harry Tornay's girlfriend is a better reseller than him. I think she's really rejuvenated his channel. Like, she is really fucking good at what she does. Like, she only just started reselling not long ago. She's running their whole fucking business. Yeah.
Love that.
I was actually the opposite for the rest of you. I didn't discover Harry Tornado until like Brad and Jazz had him on.
No, I didn't watch Harry Tornado.
It was an interesting conversation.
Yeah, I've never heard of him until then.
Interesting.
It was interesting because he does things like with the opposite intentions to us, because he was saying, I'll just buy stuff just to see, and then just like, but then what do you do with it? And I think that he has now changed his strategy a bit, because he was having to off stuff at like garage sales because he couldn't list it. So no more mystery palettes.
No, it's good for YouTube videos and views, but like buying a mystery palette in real life is a lot different for people watching it on YouTube.
Yeah, mystery's garbage. Like,
yeah,
I said this so many times, especially like I see reseller mystery box. I see a reseller that's bought a bunch of shit that they can't fucking move and they're palming it off to someone else. Like, I don't know, the mystery boxes, they just never buy a mystery box from another reseller. It'll be foolish.
If they're putting it in a mystery box, you've got to ask yourself why they're not listing it. And if it's in a YouTube video and it's not being listed, you've got to ask why they bought it. Yeah. Unless it's someone you know well, like buying a bale to see one time, but then after that, stop buying them, stop going back. It's not. Yeah,
it's definitely fun. It's definitely fun. Don't get me wrong. I've done mystery things, and I'm going to do some more, like for my own channel, like open mystery boxes from eBay and stuff to prove that they're just garbage. Because, I don't know, I've had people like directly contact me on Instagram asking me to buy a mystery box from them. So I asked them what was inside of it. And they said, well, it's a mystery. It defeats the purpose of me telling you. But you're selling to one person. So why the fuck can't you show me what's in it? Because obviously you have something to hide if it's got to be a mystery and you want me to pay money. So I'm not going to pay for it.
As long as you're not then recommending it and opening a box that's full of garbage and saying, like, this is reselling, go do it, then cool, go for your life.
I never recommend a mystery box. Mystery boxes are dog shit.
Unless I start doing them. Because they're probably just going to be filled with awesome shit if I start doing them.
Yeah. And Uncle Wayno's mystery box would be like really good clothing that he just doesn't want to list.
I've got, I don't know, I actually don't know where it is. I put it up on Instagram right at the start when I first got Instagram. With this vintage Mambo jacket, and it looks amazing. It's a women's jacket, and I cannot find another one even similar anywhere. And it's probably like, I remember talking to Brad about it when I got it, just asking his opinion. He couldn't find anything about it or anything either. It's probably worth heaps, and it's just sitting in a tub somewhere. I've just got no idea where it is. I've got so much shit like that, like not shitloads of bangers like that, but yeah, I've got quite a few sort of $100 sort of items that are just sitting in tubs. Like,
I've got a really expensive Mambo that's just sitting,
Yeah,
but that's like it was like an investment. It's like a really early Mambo that I bought at Brad and Jazz's bushfire appeal. I'm not sure if you ever knew about that.
Way back.
You know, but it was a long
When
time
there
ago.
were really bad bushfires.
Yeah, and how much did you guys raise again? Like 12?
I don't want to misquote it.
$12,000?
It was thousands, and I mean, it wasn't us;
Yeah.
it was everyone else. But
yeah, it was amazing. I just that reminded me of that. But yeah, I've got this long sleeve Mambo that I paid $500 for at the auction, and I was like out of my body as I was bidding on it. Like,
the funniest part was that you were bidding against my auntie.
I remember, yes.
I think that thing's worth more than you paid, though.
Oh yeah. I got so with it I actually got so one of the lady who sold it, there was a journalist who wrote like a piece about it, about the specific designer. It's not Reg Mombassa, it's the other guy. I can't remember his name at the moment. But I've got like the article signed by her and stuff. She knew the guy who designed it, and I kind of tried to get a signature from him, but I didn't ever eventuate. So
Fail.
Oh well,
I failed. That was the end of my story.
I think we might wrap it up because I really need a piss.
Same. And I rubbed onion into my eyes because I cooked curry today, and that's why I turned my camera off, because I was like,
well,
in conclusion, we didn't get the signature. We got a pee. There's onion in the eyes. Just
I'm fucked. See you later.
I probably shouldn't drink these on camera because I need a piss. So I'm an old man now, so I need to piss every 15 minutes.
Piss.
That's what happens when you listen to Tism.
You got to piss.
I'm so glad you're putting these on, Wayno. It's really good to have a hub where people can come and just chat, because it can get a bit lonely. We're all spread out. We're all working for ourselves or doing our jobs and then doing our side hustle by ourselves. And good on you.
Yeah, thanks.
Thanks for having
I
us.
love it. I didn't even really mention. I mentioned it previously, but we're going to sort of rotate a few people through. So there'll be different people every week. Bowden, Chris, the Octopus, and Brad are the other ones. I almost forgot Brad. So they'll just sort of rotate every week, and I'm going to try and get it each week, which first few weeks should be pretty easy, but after that, I don't know, I have to actually do some work on that. But so yeah, it should be fun. Like just sort of a bit less structured probably than the wide world of reselling, because that's just sort of how I live my life anyway. So just a bit of a chat. It was good, pretty good chat. Tonight I'll probably get a bit better at hosting. That's one thing I wasn't overly keen on. I liked the fact that Brad was hosting, because I'm not very good at I can't multitask at all. So trying to read the chat while we're talking just is a bit of a nightmare, but I will get better at it. So thanks for everyone for coming. Thanks you guys for joining in. All their links are in the description. Everyone knows you anyway. So thanks for coming, and we'll end it here, and we'll see everyone next week. And
Bye.
Should I do it? Should I do the cheers?